Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The three biggest reasons LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers are flailing in the West. The cramped visitors' locker room at Kaseya Center felt extra crowded last week after the Los Angeles Lakers' 41-point shellacking at the hands of the Miami Heat. James spoke first. "We got to figure it out," he said after LA lost for the sixth time in 8 games. "Because it's definitely embarrassing, for sure." Miami shot 57.8% from the field and a volcanic 51.1% on three-pointers, tying a franchise record for threes in a regular season game with 24, while pouring 134 points on the Lakers, tied for the most LA has allowed under new coach J.J. Redick. The Lakers bottomed out in the third quarter when Tyler Herro single-handedly outscored them, hitting 7 straight threes and leading Miami to win the period 36-20. When asked what the Lakers did wrong in guarding Herro, James quipped, "Everything." After James finished answering questions, reporters pivoted to Davis, who put the onus on himself after scoring a season-low 8 points on 3 of 14 shooting. "I hate losing," Davis said dejectedly. "The way we're losing, we're playing bad, blown out. I'm not playing well individually. It's an accumulation of things, and it's frustrating." Davis took accountability, but even had he made the 11 other shots he attempted that night in Miami, LA still would have lost by double digits. A quarter of the way through the season, the Lakers are 13-11 and have issues that Davis can't fix individually. With James starting to show his age, LA's defense continuing to be exposed in multiple facets and even the normally headstrong Redick admitting, "We're all trying to find it." After the loss to Miami, there is mounting evidence that this season could go sideways without a significant shakeup. With Redick taking advantage of a break in the schedule to give his team time to reset this week ahead of Friday's game on the road against the Minnesota Timberwolves, here's a look at what's plaguing LA and what can be done to fix it. "They weren't even trying," one Western Conference scout, who reviewed film from the LA-Miami game, told ESPN of the Lakers. "The Lakers play with zero physicality," he said. "It's easy to get transition baskets. It's easy to score via pick and rolls. It's easy to post up and cut for easy baskets. Everything is just easy." The numbers back up that assessment. The Lakers have allowed opponents to shoot 63% on layups and dunks in the half-court this season, which is 4th worst in the league. Part of the reason for that alarming percentage is that the Lakers are allowing the third highest shot quality on those shots at the rim in the half-court, according to Second Spectrum, with only 64% of those point-blank attempts considered to be heavily contested by LA's defenders. When asked about LA's pick-and-roll defense against Miami, and against the Wolves in the game that preceded it when the Lakers lost by 29 points, Redick was direct as he exhumed the defeats. "Did not execute our switches, were not physical, did not communicate," Redick said Wednesday. "Communication was a big issue in Miami as well, no matter what we tried. Again, you can't play basketball and not talk. In terms of technique and schemes, if you don't talk, you're dead. In terms of tweaking stuff, we've done it. We've done it in coverage. We've done it with 1 through 5, and we've done it being physical. We've done it talking, so that's what we have to do. We can make adjustments on that. If you're not talking and you're not competing, you can't really make adjustments." As rough as the half-court has been, the open court has been even worse. LA is 29th in transition defense, allowing 1.44 points per possession. The Lakers have also had to defend the 6th most transition possessions per game in the league this season. Part of that problem can be linked to effort. They have had a man advantage when defending a transition possession just 44% of the time this season, the 5th lowest rate in the league, meaning there aren't enough players wearing purple and gold sprinting back to protect their basket. However, with largely the same personnel as last season's team that ranked 17th in defense, by allowing 114.8 points per 100 possessions, maybe LA ranking 26th and allowing 117.0 points per 100 possessions this season shouldn't be so surprising. It's been interesting to me, Darvin Ham took a lot of S last year, another Western Conference scout told ESPN. I think now you're seeing like, oh, maybe it wasn't Darvin. Maybe it's the FING roster. He is not the only person among the half-dozen scouts, coaches, and front office employees ESPN interviewed to suggest that LA needs different players if it expects different results. They need to trade for a good point-of-attack defender that can at least be capable of knocking down open shots, an Eastern Conference scout told ESPN. They don't have many perimeter defenders. Added another Eastern Conference executive to ESPN, I don't think they have the personnel to be a good defensive team. Though Jared Vanderbilt's expected return next month will give Redick a player with a solid defensive track record to add to the Lakers' rotation, Vanderbilt's offensive limitations are also well documented. Honestly, they need what everybody wants, one of the West scouts told ESPN. It's that versatile wing defender that can guard 2 through 4 and then can make an open 3. Your Mikal Bridges, your OG Anunoby, those type of players. And those guys either, 1, aren't available, or 2, if they are available, they're not cheap, they're at a premium. Everybody in the NBA wants guys like that. Miami Heat, Major Jimmy Butler to Brooklyn Nets update. There have been plenty of trade rumors involving Jimmy Butler after he failed to get a max extension with the Miami Heat in the summer. This has sparked speculation about whether the franchise is ready to offer such a significant deal to a 35-year-old player with a history of injury problems. The Heat's supposed reluctance to offer a max extension to Butler has incited these trade rumors. Lately, Butler has been linked with the Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets, and Dallas Mavericks. But what about the Brooklyn Nets? According to Brian Lewis in the New York Post, Butler has shown interest in coming to the Nets in the past, and a source close to the situation said that is still very much the case. But their general manager, Sean Marks, isn't believed to be interested in giving up assets he so assiduously collected. A player like Butler, who has been prone to injuries, might be a risky acquisition, especially if it involves trading away promising young talent or significant draft capital. Could the next offseason be a different story? What if he opts out of his player option with the Heat? There are a lot of ways this thing could play out. Butler's performance this season has been decent. He's averaging 18.6 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 4.7 assists in 18 games. As a team, the Heat are trending upwards as well following a rough start. However, his future in Miami remains uncertain. Trading Butler at this stage of his career could be a smart move for the Heat if they are unwilling to offer him a long-term extension. But allowing him to leave as a free agent might result in dissatisfaction among fans. Where will Butler play his basketball next season? Miami? New York? San Francisco? Dallas? Houston? Somewhere else? Time shall tell. Heat check. What to know about the trade speculation surrounding Heat's Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat is playing its best basketball of the season, riding a 4-game winning streak after Thursday's home victory over the Toronto Raptors. But the trade speculation surrounding Heat star Jimmy Butler continues to loom over the team. On this episode of the Miami Herald's Heat Check, the Miami Herald's Anthony Chang and John Devine went through the latest information regarding the Butler trade noise that grew louder this week. Where do things stand for Butler and the Heat? What are the chances that Butler actually gets traded? Why is this such a complex situation? Those questions and more were discussed during this episode. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.